really got involved because since I was really small, I've been fighting against injustice. I didn't like when things were unfair at school and in the family, so I was quite often complaining. And I started my actual, I call it political activism, when I was 14. My first demonstration for human rights was when Nelson Mandela was in prison. That dates me quite a lot. But I was there. It was an all-night vigil, and at 10 o'clock, to my shame, and my parents came to take me away because they said at 14 you're not allowed to stay out all night demonstrating. But I think that was just the beginning. I think what was important for me really was when I started working for Vietnam, Vo and I came to my town and talked about the Vietnam War. And I went to start to work with him for a year, and it ended up being almost a lifetime. But for me, the important thing was I'd grown up in England, where we take for granted the fact that you can say what you like, you can complain about, I complain about the Queen, about the political leaders. But the Vietnamese, if they raise their voices to complain, they end up in prison. Even the most basic human rights are denied. Cybernet, dissidents today using the internet, like all of us use the internet every day. In Vietnam, when you click on the button send, you can risk prison. So I think for me, it's the involvement of every day that makes it important. I think whatever you do in life, you have to have a passion. I think what I do, I must say honestly that I enjoy doing what I do, but I think also I'm lucky in that the kind of action I'm engaged in also helps people. It doesn't just help me. I love meeting people. I'm very fortunate to work for Vietnamese people who are wonderful people, but also I think I'm able to do something to help them, and I think that's really what keeps me going. For example, I do a lot of radio, and one of the problems in Vietnam, there's no freedom of expression. People can't speak to each other, and people who suffer imprisonment or any hardships, they keep it for themselves. The world doesn't know about it. So I work for Radio Free Asia, and I try to make a bridge between people inside Vietnam who have no voice and the world, where millions of people can hear one single voice. So that, for me, has been a great encouragement. I know through the work that I've been doing, for example, that there are at least 2 or 3 people who are condemned to death in Vietnam. And because of the campaigns that we've been able to do through me, but with Vo and I, through our committee, going to the United Nations, we've managed to get those death sentences commuted. And those people who would have been shot on a killing fields, they're now alive today. So these are things that keeps me going. I've never been to Vietnam. I've spent a life working for Vietnam, but through the radio, through the virtual. So I have millions of friends there, and my dream is that one day to be able to go and meet these millions of friends. But I think it's their courage and their passion which nourishes my passion.